Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free. Capital budgeting is another important concept to understand. Capital expenditures are items that the company buys that are considered capital assets. Capital assets are assets that are not easily purchased and sold during the regular course of business. Most capital assets are investments and are considered useful in expanding the business. Examples of capital assets include resources for new projects, land, and large building expansion. Capital budgeting is the process of making capital expenditure decisions within the business. Capital budgeting is important for businesses in that large expenditures require time, planning, and resource management. The annual rate of return is one method used for decision-making when it comes to capital budgeting. The annual rate of return uses accounting data to indicate the profitability of a capital expenditure. This can be useful when managers are deciding on projects and large capital purchases. If a purchase of a capital good proves to be too costly without enough of a profit margin, a manager may not make the purchase. Let's take a look at an example. Company XYZ wants to purchase a piece of land. They create a projected income statement and determine the expected annual net income to be $13,000. In order to find the annual rate of return, we need to take the expected annual net income and divide it by the average investment. So the next step is to find the average investment. To do this, we add the original investment amount to its value at the end of its useful life and divide by 2. For our example, the original investment amount was $130,000 and we have a value at the end of its useful life of 0. So this divided by 2 gives us an average investment of $65,000. So finally, we take the expected annual net income of $13,000 and divide it by the average investment, which is $65,000, to determine the annual rate of return of 20%. After arriving at this amount, the manager can make the decision whether to purchase the piece of land or not. Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.